Right, hi everyone. So welcome if you're new. My name's Claire. This channel's for helping you on your twin flame journey, your inner divine feminine, your inner divine masculine, and whatever's going on in your twin flame journey. Right, so and everything I do is channeling, so it's wise to just listen, even if it feels like I'm chatting about my own stuff or somebody I've been helping, or which I usually always keep anonymous unless somebody had said I don't care if people know it's me kind of thing, but I always just usually keep it anonymous. It's easier so that I don't get confused, but they wouldn't like to get confused. Right, so yeah, and everything I say is healing and clearing energy. It's clearing blocks that I'm in the business of, clearing distortion, black magic, spell work, helping you get your power back. Yeah, so okay, I went straight to cards that I wouldn't have thought I was going to be using, but that's how I roll. So this is, I call this the Shadow Work series, and it's only, I'd imagine well, I don't know, I might do it longer than Scorpio season, because you've still got other placements in Scorpio when the sun moves into Sag, but we'll just see. So like I said, it's always a bit of a Scorpio season around here because I've got so many planets in Scorpio, and actually on that note, that's why I'm actually going to see what comes up in this, and how I'm feeling doing this to gauge whether I want to go live, because I think it is just okay. So I'm going to talk a wee bit about how I'm feeling, because those of you that are here all the time will know sometimes it can take me a minute to work out whether am I feeling this or am I feeling the collective. So oh, and I'm being guided to a card that's about sharing, actually. Like, just one of my eyes has just been guided to the word share over there. So yeah, they're like share. So for me, that, like I said, I've got the most planets in one place or in Scorpio in my chart. So I always feel it really intensely. And it's, it's one of the reasons why I can get right down to the bottom of the nitty gritty of whatever it is you're dealing with, whether it's a general reading like this or definitely in a personal one. And I'm just trying to think, I've done something really super psychic, which I've actually forgot. Oh, that was it, yeah. So when I channeled in the Mediumship Monday one yesterday, and it was all of that came through about Big Brother and what I've been observing unfolded over the last few weeks of basically somebody, yeah, with real avoidant tendencies that is, like he's not meaning to hurt the other people involved, but he really is. And what I found fascinating is if anybody, now again, it's quite shit because I feel the people that are in the UK that watch these programmes that I do are either not watching this or you are watching it and you're a lurker. So it's a bit annoying. So if there is anybody, it's like Titanic, if there's anybody out there that is watching Big Brother, like when I channel about Love Island, I've said before, I fucking love doing that much. The next time it's Love Island, I might make a separate channel to do it. I think I'm joking. But I'll just keep it here, it's a lot easier. It's fucking hard work as it is. That yeah, basically when I watched the one last night after I'd literally just uploaded that, right, that whole situation's come to a head. So I don't know when it started. I think it was 3 or 4 weeks ago, but it's came to a head. Like literally, like I said, one of the really gentle, they're both really gentle, but the gentle one that kind of been getting used as a pawn really was crying, and then they've made up the one that's kind of done it, and then but the other one, it's like he was having a conversation with the other one now and just basically apologising, but the other one's like, just basically saying what I was like, I'm really sensitive, and basically you can't do that. So that is really going to mean something to someone. And like I said, I think for obvious reasons on the twin flame journey, it probably is going to strike a nerve with all of us. I certainly know it brought up a lot of triggering shit for me watching somebody be treated like that. And I'm not actually homing in specifically on the twin flame journey. That would be the obvious one. I'm just meaning wherever I've had that happen in my life, because I've had it happen quite a few times where it's just hot and cold behaviour, where somebody just pops up and they love bomb you and it's all about you, and then they fuck off, and it's like you're like a bit of shit on the floor kind of thing. It's not nice treatment, which is why I always say it's like whenever I drift away from people in my life, you can probably bet your bottom dollar it's forever. Like that's the Mercury and Scorpio talking, and that's why I'm not so sure it's wise for me to be on a live. But yeah, you know what I mean, because I'm so aware of that, because I've been on the receiving end of that kind of treatment where someone's going silent on you and then they think they can just come back and be all palsy-walsy when they've put you through that. No, that's not okay. But you can forgive people from afar, and then you can, have your boundaries up. But like I said, I always just like to give the disclaimer that if you're a true twin flame, where you've experienced that with your twin flame, that's the hurdles that you can overcome. But I would really say it still stands for only if, that someone's reflected at how it must have felt for you. But like I said, I like to steer away from that because it's kind of going down the route of blame, and like I channel all the time, I'm not a fan of blame and shame and guilt, and I just don't see any point in it. And that's why I say you're better to just, if anyone has done this to you, which it will have people out there, forgive them from afar, and let them go. It's not worth holding on to resentment or anything, because I'm actually being guided to this. When I said that, it's really interesting because I was guided to the Six of Swords, which is about healing and moving on. Don't hold on to it. Positive changes are on their way. A welcome relief from troubled times, travelling or relocating. So they just pulled me that. So maybe we need to use that deck. I don't know why, because that's what that card means, but they're telling me I need to read it from the book. We'll go with it. Oh, I've just been guided to the King of Cups as well. It's the King of Summer in this. And that would be Scorpio. I don't usually, and it's Scorpio season. I don't usually link the tarot with the cards, but that did just put me. King of Cups is a person that has a lot of deep feelings, but often can't express it, but is a very loving man usually, or masculine energy. Right, where is... Oh yes, I don't know if I finished what I was saying there, but basically what I'm saying is I'm just feeling extra sensitive, and but part of me is like, that's maybe quite a good for me to just sit and listen to others. But that's where I'm getting guided to change things up. I'm pretty sure I'm getting close to, maybe, I don't know if I'll do it, like I might do it really spontaneously soon, or I don't know if I'll leave it till next year, or even maybe just next month in Sagittarius season. But I do want to do some more interactive things. Like, I want to actually be, I wouldn't call it counselling somebody, because, like I said, I believe counselling has to happen, a psychological process, therapeutic process, rather, over time. I'm hiccuping now. That tells me there's heavy energy that I'm clearing for whoever's going to connect with this. But you know what I mean? I actually want to be having a chat with somebody. I don't know about live. I was thinking about doing it recorded and then, but really genuinely, and then uploading it. But I might do it live. I'll just do a mixture of both. But it's because today I'm not in the mood for talking much. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm in the mood for listening. But it's that could be a bit challenging when I'm the one on the live stream. But again, if enough of you are there, actually, then it does give me stuff to go on. But do you know what I'm saying? So, I'll just gauge. So let's read this. Positive changes are on the way. The challenging times fade away as you prepare to set sail for sunnier horizons and happier shores. So already I'm getting the feeling that somebody needed to hear that's watching this. Leave your troubles behind you, a plot of course for the future. Allow your frustration over past inconveniences or hardships to disappear and embrace the new dawn. Travel, especially over water, may be in your future, or your journey may be a metaphorical one. Opportunities to move or relocate should be looked upon favourably. And you see, I feel that is the full moon in Taurus eclipse that we just had a week ago. That will have set things in motion, like house moves and things to do with where you live. Like, I just, kind of evaluating, am I happy where I am? Am I happy with my own values? Am I happy with the values of the people around me? Am I valuing myself? Like, I've definitely felt that shift in the collective, within Twin Flames, within myself, within the people that I help, that it's just like, there's just this kind of, I deserve more than this. Do you know what I mean? So I deserve to give myself more than this. And then that is how I match somebody else coming into my life that's going to give to me as much as I want to give to them. Rather than that kind of, like I keep saying, like pouring all your energy into situations or people and it just not coming back at you. Like, that's that kind of feeling. In any area of life, I might add. Oh, so you see how that can fit for twin flames, but that can also fit for karmic partners. Like there'll be a lot of divine masculine energies regardless of your gender. And this is what I've helped people through for years. And some of you're at different bits of the timeline. Some of you are out of this bit, but it's kind of never ending, isn't it? It's like, why am I putting up with this crap? I need to move on. Like I want to be with somebody that like so yeah, it's the same thing that gives to me equally. Like Six of Pentacles kind of vibe. Let's see if that comes up. A fairy navigates his boat towards the village in the distance. While there may be ice still floating in the water, the scene here shows the warmth that the future holds. Life moving on, facing your problems so that they no longer trouble you, a welcome relief, choosing a new city to live in. Alright, maybe it could even be the last line, choosing a new city to live in. Like, that must be going on for somebody watching this, not everybody, but again, in these weird times, it's kind of like someone's feeling off balance because there's balance in the reverse. It's like, in these weird times, it's like, you know, I don't know, it's, I don't know what to say about that, but it's kind of like what I'm trying to what I'm feeling into is like, we're safe, do you know what I mean? Like, I just kind of think, I've saw visions of it. I think quite a lot of people could be packing up and leaving countries at a moment's notice. Sorry, I'm not going any further with that, but that is true. I do feel it. I do feel it. And yeah, sure I'm not the only one saying that, right? So, what else do we need to know? Why did I get drawn to this card? Because it's not very shadow work, but fairies. Oh, wow. Okay. Holy shit. Wow. This must be about a breakup of sorts for someone. Remember, I can be channeling about past, present, or future, and the word I want to use is these are all going to be juicy, shady secrets coming out, dark shit for the next couple of weeks because it's Scorpio season, right? But I said darkness is need to see the stars. 5 of Winter. Walk away from, I mean, this is what I've just fucking said. Walk away from dishonest associations, realising that what you thought you wanted isn't the best choice for your happiness. Something that's not worth the effort. So yeah, someone that's going to relate to this is, like I said, there's a past, a present, a future. It's like someone has realised that they've poured their energy into something that is really not worth it. And what it's the moment someone walks away from something. And I'm just loving it. It's what I'm loving here is it's like 1 minute it sounds like someone walking away from somebody karmic, like a karmic marriage or a karmic relationship, or it could even just be somebody fucking about, you know what I mean? Just kind of keeping people at arm's length, like sleeping with different people, whatever. And on another hand, it could even sound like twin flames. Like it could sound like a divine feminine being like, I don't want to be treated like this. Like, I don't want somebody that just ignores me and doesn't, like, they don't prioritise me anywhere in their life. I'm just nothing to them. Which, of course, like, I just want to say, like, although you may feel like that, that isn't actually, in truth, what's going on for masculine. It could be, that's why I think they showed me the King of Cups. It's like, actually, you mean a lot to the person who haven't told you. But again, I suppose the reality of that, to be, to bring in the practicality of all the Scorpio emotions there is, if you don't tell people, how are they meant to know? And yeah, so very interesting. And you could be like, oh well, everybody's really psychic, but it's, you know what I'm saying, it's just that's kind of bringing people into the reality of it a little bit. And that's why I always say, like, a lot of twin flame, like, readers and that or they're reading the higher timeline, and that's fine and all that. But again, I think when you've been on this journey for as long as what I have, I'm just going to talk for myself right now, you just get fucking sick of hearing all that shit, you know what I mean? It's like, I just cannot stomach listening to really anyone anymore. Like, I think it's like literally, I can count on one hand that I just like listening to some folk, and it's actually just because I like the person. Do you know what I mean? So it makes me wonder if people do that with me. But follow your passion when it comes to your career. Be the best at what you can do. Being overcompensated for your creative talent. Yeah, this feels like Divine Feminines are focused on this. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I'm going to pour my energy into things that make me feel good. Something like that. Right, okay, so why was I shuffling these as well? So, like I was channeling the other week, I feel there's a group of Divine Feminines that have really ascended certain situations, like stagnancy or it's just anything. It's just anywhere in life where you just feel like I'm just given so much, and that it's just not equal. And you've probably, oh my god. I was going to say, so you've probably went through that with friendships, but I mean, here's the Divine Masculine card. Brothers of the Rose, sacred masculine, honour, protection, support. And it's really crazy because you see, if I'm channeling a Divine Feminine energy right now, which is, again, that's refreshing because it's usually Divine Masculine. That's quite an epiphany I'm having there. It usually is Divine Masculines that I'm helping out of the suck place. But now today seems to be like I'm talking divine feminines, because it's like, it's like you're calling upon your own inner divine masculine energy of boundaries and making a decision and protecting yourself, like from anybody that you feel isn't genuine, or that you're like, hang on a minute, I'm getting fuck all back here. Which, like I said, might not be the case. Here's another one about brothers. But, oh no, mothers. Ooh, brothers, mothers. Brother from another mother, saying. Again, something like that came through yesterday. There's something about that. Somebody maybe said a saying like that. A brother from another mother, something like that. Deep love, mother's milk, birth is a portal. Yeah, so I feel that's one for the feminines out there, that it's like you're calling upon your own inner masculine to protect your inner feminine. Because obviously we see in this card here, the man is protecting the Empress-like figure in the middle. Oh, so that could even, in a beautiful kind of way, that could be like, that you're, and birth is a portal, like you are literally she's literally about to give birth, but it's like you're literally birthing something new. And this is your masculine protecting you. But again, in the energy, the higher self. It's complicated. That's fucking, again, it's not really shit I can be arsed going into right now. I'm just not in the mood. Right, okay. So this is what I mean. This will be interesting if I decide to go live, but if I don't, I think you can understand why I'm just like swimming in feelings and I can't really be arsed. Right, so that's Scorpio season though. Roll on Sag season, right? It is my favourite sign, but it just gets to a point where I've had enough of it, Right, what card are we working with today? I actually don't know where the book is. Oh my god, yeah. I remember reading that one before. Oh, there's fragmentation again. Somebody's feeling all over the place. That's me today. 16 is the Tower card, shit kicking off, big changes, disruption. Where is the book? Oh, it's here. That's about crushed petals, and this is kind of wow. I just seen red roses. They weren't red either, so I don't know whether it was like, maybe feels like someone's anniversary or something, but a bunch of red roses on the beach, and I filmed a wee short. I don't know if I'll put it up, but I probably will put up a wee short saying like, wow, that feels very Mary Magdalene. So it's like confirmation of doing that workshop. Right. So black flower fragrance, and the phase is the full moon. So we've got the full moon in Gemini is next up. When did I say that was again? I think it's the 27th, because I remember seeing a synchronicity about the 28th, and I think it's the 27th. Yes, I think it's the 27th of this month, if you're watching in November 2023. Remember, Gemini is the twins, so that could see some twin action. But again, really that could happen at any point. New moon, full moon, any fucking time. Everyone has different bits. Oh yeah, fuck, this is, oh my god, this is creeping me out. This is fucking creeping me out. The last time I pulled this card, I was in a mood like this. Like, fuck off world. And look, it's that one. Oh, it's just creepy, isn't it? It is cool, but look, I'm not shitting you. This needs to be the thumbnail to grab people's attention. The world is unfair. Fuck off, dear world. Fuck you. Oh my. Well, I don't know if I would have put myself in that mood, but, like, if I would have quite described it, but kinda. You know what? Kinda. Because I set my alarm to go a walk early, and it never went off. And then I woke up at lunchtime, and I was quite pissed off. Do you know what I mean? And then ever since then, I've been, like, a bit annoyed. But anyway. A beautiful woman, her face with a hint of resolve, holds a strange black rose on her chest. It seems to explode like a crystal, each petal an obsidian shard. If we want to go dark, go black. Don't stop to the evening, but embrace the night. And that's interesting, because I literally just a second got in from a walk, and it just, was right when it was turning dark. Love is not a white dove, nor it turns people into angels. Love can be ugly, love can be cheap, love can be rotten, but even ugly love has the right to exist. I don't know why I will laugh at that. Even cheap love can raise to the sky. Even rotten love has the dignity of eternity. Even a black rose by any other name should smell as sweet. Even if you were wrong, you still have the right to be angry, even if you're not perfect. Oh my God, and again, I'm being very Venus and Virgo, Moon and Virgo. Remember, I did say that today's energy could be, you could be a bit of a perfectionist, or you could be overthinking, or things could just be annoying you, actually. You know what I mean? Which it feels where I'm at. But this, they've spelt you're wrong. That's really annoying. But anyway, we'll move on. It should have the apostrophe and it's not got it. You have the right to be respected. Even if you're stupid, you have the right to be listened to. Even if you're lucky, you have the right to complain. Even if you're rich, you have the right to be sad. If you cannot shine because you're beautiful, then shine even if you're ugly. This is fucking brutal, man. Shine because you are ugly. It says that. Gorgeously black, ugly as love, worn out as an angel, cheap as a crown, unconquered as a fragrance in the night. Oh, that's quite intense. Right, let's see what's next. That's what it is, guys. That's what it is. Right, so these ones are quite interesting too sometimes. That's why I'm using them. Hope. Ah, there we go. My favourite word. We need a bit. Right, okay. I really think they want me to read the fragmentation card, because that was 27 in this deck, and now I'm noticing 27 again. Oh my God, and I just mentioned the full moon's the 27th. It's either the 27th or the 28th, right? So that is significant. Oh, I know why it is. That's hilarious. It's the beaver moon, right? And I remember getting a download. Fuck, I'm not even kidding. It was before the pandemic, or it was right, but I think it was 4 years ago. I was told that something significant was going to happen around the beaver moon. And if you scroll right back to fucking Facebook days or something, I was going on about it for ages, like, and I just never forgot. And I'm like, that's funny, like the beaver moons have came and gone and nothing's fucking happened. But now we are coming up again to one again. So hope is on the horizon for the beaver moon for some folk out there. So, but the beaver moon, man, just makes it. I remember pissing myself on an Instagram live once. Everyone was fucking dead. Oh dear. Right, immature, I know, but it's funny. Right, so when rage is projected inward, destruction joins confusion and we break. Oh my God, both the stages of those cards are anger, by the way. Someone needs to let go of that anger, let go of that shit. What seems to be a cold iron rack is topped by a broken stone statue of a fairy. Oh, and we got drawn the fairy tarot. I will say fairy tarot when I say that about. I will say tarot sometimes. I either say tarot or I often say tarot. I don't know why I like it. Visible only from the chest up. Stone roses, there's roses again, are at her breasts, and a crack cuts her face and her body. A jewel on her forehead and a silvery insect wing stand at her back. A crescent golden slice of the moon is like a halo behind her head. It is possible to glimpse, suspended in the void, also the hands of the stone fairy. Someone must really connect with fairies watching this. Losing a sense of self is a crescendo of noise, a discrescendo of pain and prelude to nothingness. Do you know what? I've got a really dark fairy deck over there that I really use. Let's go and get it. I don't know if I'd call it dark. It's just quite unusual, like mythical kind of. Yeah, the Fairies Oracle. Somebody used it for me once, and I liked the cards. I don't use them a lot though, but and I used to see somebody use them in a general reading. So right, okay. So, I might forget, but I'll put them there. If I were to cut off my legs, would I still be me? If I were to carve out my heart, would I still be me? If my flesh would turn to stone, if my lungs were emptied of air, if my dream to fly were to be forced and changed and hanged out like an expired balloon, would I still be me? I fought and I lost, broken beyond recognition, not by the shallow-sighted bystanders who can pity but who can't understand. I cannot even recognise myself through the sobs, through the tears. Oh, wow. And when silence finally comes through the empty motions of the conventional smiles, who did this to me? I did, maybe, maybe not. What is broken can be mended, not so that it returns whole, but at least until it tells his name anew, my name. And who will do that to me? I will. Whoa, that feels very in line with what I was channeling about the Big Brother thing. You know what I mean? About I've just witnessed that guy basically be really emotionally abusive to two other men. Because remember, they're gay, if you're kind of confused about this, what's going on here. But it's quite, again, that's quite nice if you are same-sex couples and you're in this, but you don't need to be. You could be a man and a woman in whatever scenario and there's another person involved. But it's just, that's obviously why they got me to use that example of, that's not somebody that's not realising, like, their own inner child wounds is coming to the forefront. And I would say it is because it's Scorpio season. Like, that person seems like, basically what I'm saying is, I'm watching a man have quite a bit of a breakdown on live TV, and I'm not so, well, I'm not, I was about to say I'm not so comfortable with it, but I'm clearly fascinated with it, so there is a bit. Sorry, my dark humour wants to laugh now, but do you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't not be fascinated by psychology and feelings, and it's just what I'm here to do, do you know what I mean? But what annoys me is when people wallow and stay stuck and not take any personal responsibility for healing their own stuff and just go about hurting folk like that. And that's what I'm saying, is that's what's nice, is that at least that guy is actually recognising it, and well, hopefully he goes and gets some help. That's, we all need it at some point. There's no fucking shame in going and get help. It's a lot better to go and get help than to keep, like I say, bleeding all over everyone else from, being cut by someone and then hurting everyone else because you're hurt. Like, who's not hurt in life? My darling, you have chosen the symbol of clarity and true communication. I just opened the book at that, honesty. And that was very honest. Oh, look, and it's 26 and 27. So there's something happening right before the full moon in Gemini. I feel it's communication, because this is saying true communication. Now is the time to be absolutely honest with yourself about what you want, what you're thinking about, what your motives and real feelings are. Honesty is the way to truly step into your power. When you choose honesty above all else as your goddess, and that's what the workshop's called, the Goddess Workshop, next Monday, if you want to join. I will send you courage to do what's right. This is also a time to demand honesty and integrity from others. You have a right to get clear messages. There is greatest freedom and power in telling the truth. Right, so again, I feel with me keeping on, and it just got to 27 minutes, there's something really significant at 27th, because I'm literally about to read the 27 card. So again, if you're really resonating with this message, and then I'll do I haven't done the extended to yesterday, but I'm going to do the 2 extendeds today, or at least tomorrow. And I won't keep saying tomorrow. Maybe something's happening tomorrow. I keep saying tomorrow, you're only a day away. I can't sing that. When you choose a symbol of hope, know that no matter what temporary setbacks there may be in your life, now the light will return again. Well, that feels like the 6 of Swords that I pulled, the fairy card. When the moon is hidden in the dark forest, it's hard to see your next step, and it is easy to give into the fear that there will never be safety or light again. I'm here to guide you when you've lost your way, whispering to you to maintain faith that good things will come your way once more. Yeah, somebody really needed a message that you may be feeling in the dark right now, walking away from dishonest associations, wherever that is in your life, romantic, friends, family, whoever, work, a combination of it all. But, good things will come your way again. Take 1 step towards your dream. I will take 2 steps towards you, help you achieve it. Have hope, and only good will come of it. Oh, that's powerful. Right. I'll pull one of these fairy cards, because like I said, I don't use them often, and it did, my eyes were drew up to it. Right, so, I think they're quite long though. I might skip the big, there's a big massive book with it as well. Really interesting. It's like wee goblin sort of people in. It's funny. This is a deck that I would totally bypass, but the messages are really, I don't know. They're really They're just really interesting. Like, that's what I'll say. But it's not, like I said, I don't use it a lot. But I can use it in personal sessions if you ever feel guided to. Right. So what will be the extended healing to this? Which, like I said. Whenever you're watching this, if there doesn't seem to be a link to the extended, bear with me, because if you're watching this in real time, I'm trying to work out how that works. So right now I've got to do the one from yesterday, and I've got to do this one, and so that's what I'll make a priority for tomorrow, unless I do it tonight. But if I do a live, I'll not be doing all of that. I'll just be doing the live. I think I'm going to use the shamanic cards on the live if I decide to go live. Saying live too much. Yeah, I think this is going to be about clearing anger, quite simply. It's going to be an extension about clearing anger, resentment. Oh, I've just made the connection of today's energy. I'd said something about come out of victim mode. Isn't that interesting? See, that's what really amazes me. Like, I filmed them a few days ago, and I'm not always like, sometimes those messages that I give for the day, like they don't resonate with me in the slightest, but they resonate with folk, like that, and that's what matters more. They resonate with you watching it, but sometimes they do. But it's often like this. Like, I don't realise till after I'm like, I did channel for today. Or it might have even been yesterday, but like I say, the timeless. It was something about get out of victim mode and expect miracles. And I do seem to be a bit of victim mode. Very interesting. Right. So, what have we got then? Why have I got this deck? So if you want to go to the extended, it's not another reading, it's going to be a healing. Now don't ask me what, I'll either do a short hypnosis, a light code activation, or a shamanic journey to help you release that anger. I've no idea what this says. It says something about kissed by pixies. The fairy the fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Oh my god. Oh, fuck. Oh god. It's number 21, guys. I just can't, man. It's just, fucking everywhere, man. Honesty is on the bottom. Honesty. What the fuck is that? Honesty. 40. I'm 40 next year. There's lots of synchronicities here. Right, but remember, 21 is going to mean something to whoever 21 means. Like, lots of people out there where 21 can mean something. 21st that springs to mind generally is that's the end of Scorpio season. But 21 is also, oh yes, Scorpio is the death card as well. Natural, timely endings, release, liberation. Scary, eh? Look, scary, eh? Before you panic, let's remember that if it were not for death and our hard work, we would all be up to our ears in alligators, mayflies, each other. Interesting. Right, okay, so 21 is the world card. It's a lesson being learned. It's something coming full circle. Oh, look, that's funny. There's a card in here. Now, that must be because I like that. Oh my god. The card that's been in this book probably about a year is the Rapture one. Ecstasy, joy, rapture, motivation. That's a little bit creepy. Look, it's beautiful too. The blue colours. And I'm a Blu-ray member, so I suspect at some point I will be attracting other people that are Blu-rays. I know you're out there, but you're a bit quieter. Right. 21. It's just so funny how much that comes up. The fairy who was kissed by the pixies. Love given, love received. Oh, even that's weird with what I've channeled in this. Like people being like, I want the love back where I give it out. I want equal love. Don't we all? Metaphorical open heart surgery. Pixies' kisses are not chocolate like this well-known Hershey's kisses, but the pixies claim that they are a whole lot sweeter and don't do anything dreadful to your teeth. However, if the pixies have been munching fairy chocolate, some pixies' kisses give people freckles. As Brian wrote, the pixies say that there cannot be too much kissing. A fairy kiss is a blessing indeed. Pay attention when you feel a fairy touch on your cheek or lips. Pixie kisses, in fact all fairy kisses, are to be noticed and savoured. If you do notice, you will find yourself smiling without meaning to and feel a surge of warm swell in your heart. This fairy Morna is the queen of love, all kinds of love. Oh my god, the other card was about fucking this love, that love, ugly love, bloody blah. That's kind of weird. But it means something. 33 minutes, forgiveness, divine masculine, Jesus energy. Brotherly, sisterly, parental, friendly, unconditional, conditional, either or both. She tells us it takes perfect people to have a perfect love, but we imperfect, as we all are, may have many loves, each one perfect for who we are and what we need now. These loves may not feel perfect, they may not look perfect from the outside, but they fit us now, and if we don't like them, she shrugs, then we need to change ourselves so that a different kind of perfection fits us. Although it's kind of interesting, all the kind of, I don't know, what would you describe that as? Just like kind of deep, mystically kind of, I don't know what to describe that as actually. So that doesn't often happen, but I don't know how to describe the style of this writing. So I don't think you can put something into words, or somebody can't put something into words towards you. it's like they can't find the words. That's what the message must be. Here we see Morna in her role as a heart surgeon, using the power of love to help us open our hearts when we've closed them out of fear, helping us to expand and become more of what we have the potential to be. Yes, it is true, having an open heart, being willing to love and be loved makes us vulnerable to loss and grief, but Morna assures me, and I believe her, that once a heart is truly and fully open, even the deepest grief becomes bittersweet like dark chocolate. And there is no pain that is not balanced by the greater joy of love. What that kind of gives me is, and this is really, that's amazing that I've picked up on the something about, there's just this awareness of I don't want to keep giving to something that is not given back to me. A situation, a person, several people. It's, it's the end of the line. That's the feeling I'm picking up on. And then it's kind of like, from getting to that point, it actually ironically then does bring about equality, is what I'm getting from this. And actually, on the twin flame journey, that is why the divine feminine is isolated to the point of it being pretty nuts, like having a load of people around you to not having as many. Hopefully you have got the good ones around you. Hopefully what you've got left is the good ones around you. But that's for a reason, because then your twin mirrors that when it's divine time. And it will all just happen all of a sudden, because that's how it happens to the divine feminine. 1 minute you've got a whole load of people around you, and the next minute you haven't. But it's the way it's meant to be. Right. The feeling of giving love is what makes us feel good. What keeps us from enjoying it fully is our desires to own others and to have them constantly prove our importance to them. Yeah, so you see, that's like karmic kind of toxic, addictive, codependent kind of shit. We all have to get over that kind of, that's not healthy. Whether it's with a twin flame or definitely a karma, or friends. Like I say, there's so many people that have got such codependent friendships and don't realise it. I was in it myself. You don't see it when you're in it, and then when you're out of it, you're like, oh my god, man, that was so codependent, like of all. And then look, 37 minutes, and then you get to the age of about 37, and the other ages when you follow your north nodes, and all this stuff starts to be highlighted in your life. However, this kind of conditional and self-limited love is part of how we learn about real love, which is why I always say karmic romantic partners, whether they're a long-term or short-term things, help you realise what you really do want and what you really do deserve. So they are part of the story. If ever you hear yourself asking, do you really love me? Or saying, I don't think you really love me, then you know that the love you are giving to the other is conditional and limited. And as much as we can get hurt and be in pain and agony of this herd as well, and mourning and grief and all these fucking lovely, horrible feelings that come up on the twin flame journey. Anger, there's been a lot of anger there as well. It always comes back to what I was really, the energy I was in last week. When I said this time last week on the shamanic journey that really you should just want your twin to be happy. Do you know what I mean? Like, whether it's with you or not. And that is true love. Like, that is unconditional love. Granted, it's very fucking Venus and Scorpio sad true love. It's very Romeo and Juliet true love, actually. Like, I just want them to be happy, even if it's not with me. But it's real. And it's rare. That's not true in a lot of people. Some people just say that for show and it's not true. But can I just say, you can hold that thought, but still want to be with them. It is possible to do that, but just truly to let go. Yeah, like, would you rather that your person was crying themselves to sleep in a dark hole in a really horrible place, or would you rather they were happy living their life and looking after themselves? You know what I mean? Like, and I think that's a good question to ask yourself. Like, if you would rather your person was like miserable and crying and a shit, like, that's quite fucked up when it's your twin. You know what I mean? If your twin is happy, then you're doing something right. And just let the cookie crumble where it may, and whenever it is you're meant to bump into each other again, you will. Right, okay, so Morna would like to help us learn to love others without conditions, as she would like us to learn to love while staying properly centered within ourselves. It's important for us not to lose ourselves in others and let their desires become ours while losing sight of what we need for fulfillment in our own lives. Again, this is totally twin flame journey-ish. In the long run, or even if in the not so very long run that never works out, we only think we know what others want and need, and sooner or later we get it disastrously wrong. Disastrously wrong. That's a hard word for me. Usually by thinking we know. See, again, that was a hard word for me to say. So these are always my signs that it's really hard for somebody to say something. Usually by thinking we know what they ought to need. We're all learning about love, and in the process of learning, we all act as teachers. What does it say? We are all learning about love, and in the process of learning, we all act as teachers for each other. Ram Dass said, "The karma of relationships is the hardest karma there is." Oh, I like that. That might be the title. I always forget though when I say that. Oh, it just reached 40 minutes too, and that card's 40. Believe it, Morna advises, and this is true no matter what the relationship is, but for all that, love in its purest sense is the fast track to self-realization and enlightenment. The wild thing at the top of the picture is filled with bliss and is longing to cuddle its way to enlightenment. Oh, that sounds good. Cuddle your way to enlightenment. Cuddle your fucking self, your enlightenment. Until there's somebody there that wants to cuddle you back. There's a great one. We'll get that on a t-shirt or a fucking picture soon. Remember everything, and I did actually put the thing that I said, peace, protect your peace or whatever. I actually did put that on a graphic thing. I'll post it on a Pisces moon or something. Remember everything and everyone, and fairy glows with its own light. So do we. Much of that light is the glow of love. Remembering that is important. Oh God, there's more, guys. Opening our hearts more widely to giving and receiving of love evokes a well-kissed fairy within. Hello, that was what I was saying. I haven't pulled the Six of Pentacles because I don't know if I even shuffled again, but I mentioned it, and that's about giving and receiving. Oh wow, what can I say here? Love is sweet. Love, sweet love. Accept it, burnish it up, add to it, and pass it on. The presence of the fairy who was kissed by pixies suggests giving and receiving love and intimacy in any of wide variety of relationships. She gives notice that this is a time to open and heal our hearts. Different aspects of life may be flowing happily together, healing separations and hurts from the past. Bonding may take place and deep feeling emerge. So again, that actually does feel like twin flames resolving conflict. Again, I know that that's not all of us, but it's whoever that's going to speak to, or you've not reached that part yet, or this could be past. Changes for the better may occur in all aspects of life, but especially in relationships, which may be deepening or becoming richer. You may be experiencing love therapy. Oh, that's what I'm in the business of, guys. Come and get some love therapy. For opening the heart. And I meant, like, I can help you with your love life. Otherwise, that's going to sound all kinds of wrong. There's only one person I want to have love therapy with, and he knows where I am when he wants to chat. So, for opening the heart as new relationships begin and old ones develop. Yes, there's something about letting go of the old and bringing in the new when you're ready. And the quote is, fairies are both luminous and illuminating. Right, let's have a quick glance at 40. See what I mean? I like these cards. Maybe I will use them more when I feel guided. Honesty, compassion, tact, and self-deceit. Oh, but you see, that was coming up. It was coming up in the live the other night. So this is for people that are not quite ready for all of this, giving and receiving and balance, still lying to themselves. And everyone's just at a different timeline. You could be that person listening for all I know. So just look at him. Could you doubt for a moment that he sees you just as you are and loves you anyway? Oh, it's about unconditional love. In a plant form, which is how we see him most often, honesty makes lovely purple flowers in the spring and later on produces those silvery white circular seed pods like small images of the full moon. Oh, there's something about full moon again. These little earth moon seed pods remind us to reflect upon our reactions and feelings, to throw light into our darknesses and deal honestly with ourselves and others. Yeah, so there's just a lot about honest conversations here. Oh look, this one's not that long. I'll scan past this and then read. Honesty in a reading speaks unsurprisingly of the need for straight dealing and truth in representation. We need to be scrupulously honest here, making certain that there is no room for confusion or misunderstanding, no fuzzy edges yet. It really does feel like Saturn in Pisces is like, look, this is the energy Saturn Pisces saying this. Look, It's time to sort out the misunderstandings, the confusions, the lies and the truth. That's what I'm getting. Both written and verbal agreements need to be completely clear. Assumptions may not be well understood by all parties as we're assuming, and they need to be tested for comprehension. On a personal level, honesty reminds us not only to be clear in what we say and do, but also to act and speak with compassion and tact. I remembered that a minute ago and then I forgot. So again, I feel like that's a sign that somebody keeps meaning to sort something out, and then you keep getting distracted and not doing it and leaving it till another day. And again, that is karmic distractions. So if that's happening to you, whether it's people or just things that keep getting in the way and you're not dealing with something, just be aware of that. But what I was going to say is that soul retrieval that I done a week ago, which, like I said, will come to a head. It'll be 3 weeks on the 21st. And that's where you should feel a lot more empowered. But again, you could before that. But if you're going through like purging and crying quite a lot or being really tired, again, that is just the energies, the galactic shifts and the energies and the astrology that we're in. But that is actually the soul retrieval at work too, if you did take part in that, or even if you watched it on replay. So just be, like I said, be extra kind to yourself, because you're settling in that part of your wounded inner child, your shadow that ran away. So it makes sense that you would be. But it's just, I can just tell by all these cards about honest communication and speaking your voice. That soul retrieval was about that. It was about learning to speak up where you would normally stay quiet. You know what I mean? Very interesting. Brutal honesty is not usually true honesty at all, but somehow slanted toward the worst. Dishonesty, even in the name of tact, is not helpful either. So this is like, how I always say Scorpio is brutal honesty, and it's not for everyone. And brutal honesty, I would say, it's not arguing with this, but what I would say is brutal honesty is good in some context where it's safe. But if it's brutal honesty and it's nasty, that's different. And that's what I'm meaning about, because Mercury's in Scorpio right now. That's me taking personal responsibility for, like, even this, the fact that I spoke for 46 minutes. It doesn't look like I'm really going to be going live at 6:30, but I have to kind of really ground myself and check in with my own shadow about, am I able to hold space for a group tonight? And it might be the case that I'm like, nah, you know what I mean? And that's what that brutal honesty wouldn't be good. If you're, because it's like I said, Mercury and Scorpio in particular, like I said, you've either got the power to heal with those words or the power to harm. So that's why I'm feeling, if I do go live, I'm going to use the shamanic cards and just be very focused on doing a spread with that and listening to whoever's on the chat. But I'm not in for getting into really, really deep chats, which is all Scorpio season's about. So I don't know. Dishonesty, even in the name of tact, is not helpful either. Yeah, so again, there's something about deceit, dishonesty, lies, confusion, illusion being cleared up here. And it might not be, it could be from other people, is what I'm saying. It might not be between like you and your person, it could be like other people have a Chinese whispers kind of feeling, but whatever. Could be a bit of all of this. Balancing on that fine line of love and honesty may take some effort, but will provide rich rewards. Honest humility, idealism, and clarity of mind are some of the advantages of honesty. Yeah, well, and that's the card. The honesty is, what comes from honesty is clearing things up, clearly. So, very interesting, right? What do we need to know from this deck then? Because this was a bit longer than I meant it to be. And like I said, when I get around to doing the extended healing that's going to go with this, it's going to be about, well, I'll decide when I watch it back myself what the theme is, but it feels like it's about clearing up anger, resentment, and anger, resentment that stems from confusion and lies, actually. That's what this feels like. Protection, call back your power. I'm not pulling another one. Oh my god, yes I am. Look at this. Call back your power, cut the cord, soul retrieval. Yeah, so the healing that goes with this is going to be really powerful. If you resonate with this, I'm going to do they're telling me it's not just me being, oh, it's powerful, because it's like, I feel it's going to be powerful. It's going to be a soul retrieval that someone needs to deal with this anger, resentment, because what are you clinging on to? It's somebody's holding on to pain from the past that they need to let go of. And again, everybody is somewhere, unless you're actively working to clear it. So hope this meant something to you. And why do I look at what's behind that? What does that say? Nickel and knuckle. That one's beautiful too. I love all the blues. Right, anyway, so see you later. Like, comment, subscribe. Bye.